Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I've got a message for Pisces today, and I have asked my guides for an uplifting and deeply meaningful message for you this week as you navigate what's going on. And I've asked them to send it through the cards, and they will also hopefully talk to me as we're doing this reading as well. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. I strongly urge you and encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in touch with this beneficial high vibration information every week. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for sharing your journey with me. I really value this time that we have together. So let's get straight into your reading. This is for a specific person. As I drew the cards, my guides very specifically said that. So there's a deeper meaning in the spread, but just keep in mind that this is for one person. So let's get started. The energy around you this week that the universe is giving you, we've got the Fool. So we have you feeling a little bit off balance, a little bit unsettled. There is possibly a new direction that you're being asked to go, but what really strikes me about this is that it just feels kind of off balance. It feels like we're a bit like unawares. We're not really in our rational and clued in, kind of on top of things mindset. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm going to go where the wind takes me. So it's not a very settled, focused energy. Now, on the other hand, they gave me, for the energy with which you respond, the Emperor energy. So I feel like there's a bit more than usual leaning on the shoulder of someone who appears very strong, very authoritarian, and very much someone who wants to control the world the way he wants to control the world. So it's kind of like you're not quite sure what's going on, but this person somehow has all the answers, and this person somehow knows. And these two energies together really feel odd. And Pisces, it's been a strange experience because none of your cards really feel like they flow and they blend together. So there's some kind of disjunct thing going on in your psyche. So let's keep going and see if they can give us more insight as we go. Two of Pentacles. We've got the what do you call this thing? Four of Swords. And then the Seven of Swords on the other side. So even visually, I'm not sure if you can also feel the cards, but I am feeling that these just they don't flow and they're not gelling. And it's like the thoughts and the emotions are not in line with what's going on in the world. It's just a little bit like, what? So let's go deeper into it. The biggest message that we get is the Seven of Swords over here is kind of worrying me. The Four of Swords is going along with that Emperor energy, and you're kind of like, okay, this is the way someone tells me the world is. This is the way the world is. I'm just going to go along with it. And you kind of take it in, and you don't really do anything necessarily, but you take it in. But there's something kind of niggling at you, something nagging at you, saying there's not something quite right with that thought pattern. That's our Seven of Swords here. There's not something quite right. And it's like you can't put your finger on it, but something just doesn't feel right with the way that this person is telling you that the world is. You're kind of like, no, that doesn't really feel right to me, but you're keeping it very much under wraps. You're very much keeping it to yourself. And so then we have this Two of Pentacles, which is talking about that you're kind of juggling these two things because you're not feeling too centered yourself. It's very easy to be kind of uprooted. And so you've got a lot of stuff going on. This Two of Pentacles is sometimes a juggling. It's almost like you're trying to keep too many perspectives in the air at once, and there's too much conflicting energy. On one hand, you're trying to align yourself with this person, with that Emperor energy that says this is the way things are. You're trying to align yourself with that. But then on the other side, you're kind of like, but something doesn't feel right. You notice we don't have any water cards here, which also concerns me because Pisces, you are the embodiment of water, the flow, the intuition, the psychological depth. That's missing in this reading. So So it's like the feelings and the intuition, like those are just not here. But they're trying to be. They're trying to tell you something's not quite right. I don't feel quite right about all of this. But again, because you yourself are kind of off balance, there's not enough sturdiness for you and yourself to say, no, something's wrong. There's something wrong with the way you're thinking. It's like you're trying to resolve it in your mind, but even your mind is saying to you, no, something's wrong. I'm not quite sure what to do here. So let me see if there's more in there. And I know that you're like, okay, well, what do I do with this? What do I do with this information? But let me just see if there's anything else that I want them to say, that they want me to say. Okay. The mental activity is just so high with you this week, and it's like the mind is, I've got that word monkey mind going on. There's a monkey on this card. It's trying to like cleverly figure out, how can I hold all these things? How can I hold all this conflicting information in my head? And you can't hold on to one for very long. You just keep like letting go of one, losing the other, and that's also got you feeling off balance. So let me quick ask for some advice. Okay, top two. All right. Okay, so I feel much better about this. Now we've got the Page of Swords, and then we've got the King of Cups. Now remember that your intuition and your ability to feel is your greatest gift to this world. And you're sitting here thinking, maybe I'm not smart enough, or maybe I don't know enough, or maybe I don't have enough information. This Page of Swords here, you're sitting there thinking that. But your King of Cups is saying to you, actually, you have more than enough information, because you're able to see beyond the world of ideas, beyond the world of concepts and constructions that exist in the mind. You're able to see beyond that to the deeper flow and the deeper kind of spiritual reason for the way things are. And you're able to come at people with compassion and understanding for where they are. So this Emperor figure, these are like, can I hold them both? I can't even hold them both. They couldn't be more different. This one is, this is the way I want the world to be. This is what I'm going to force the world to be. This is, I accept and I love you for who you are and what contributions you bring to the world. I understand that sometimes things are hard, and I'm here to nurture you on your path. This one is like, what are you talking about? It's hard. This is what I want. It's just very different. This one is very embracing, and this one is more enterprising and forceful. But the point is that this is not you. This is the energy you're trying to be like, and you're trying to be, but you're really forgetting the idea of who you are. And it's because for some reason, again, that feeling off balance, that feeling like I'm not sure which way to go, it makes you feel more immature than you actually are. I mean, I'm not talking about age, and I'm not even talking about psychological development, but it's almost as if you're willing to give up your own authority because it's easier to just let this person be in control. But they're saying you have a deep authority of your own. It's very different. This guy's at the bottom of the sea. This guy's up in the earth. This guy's in green. This guy's in red. They couldn't be more opposite. But you have to be true to yourself, and you have to be willing to accept the powerful information that you're getting. It's just that sometimes it doesn't exist in the world of thoughts. It's hard to put it into words, but it doesn't mean that it's any lesser information. Okay, they're saying it's a lot to take in, so I'm gonna stop there. I wanted to also let you know that I do intuitive readings and spiritual guidance over Zoom. If you're ever looking for something, the door is always open for you. And I really wanted to thank you again for the experience of sharing this reading with you. It's always really enjoyable for me to get to connect to this energy this way. So have a great week, and good luck with all of this, and let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. So I'll look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good one.